We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. With that, we head up to MetLife Stadium as we'll hand it over to the two men that'll call the action, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
In this challenge, you'll play a full game to gauge if you're ready to continue to the regular season. You must win this game to unlock the main campaign. Plus, you'll get to select a legendary player to be your team captain. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. Oh, the dribble. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Bringing them out is the 1983 Rookie of the Year, the 84 MVP, under center Dan Marino. Here come the Jets now as they get set to go on first down.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19! No, check. Patriot! Leopard!
This is Terrell Davis. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Terrell Davis, 56 yards. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. And they're in on the first play from scrimmage. Our crew and you and I, we better strap in here.
That's what's commonly known as quick strike. Points on the board. This could be a fun game.
Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. Walsh adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. Their 36-year-old quarterback brings him out there. He'll be calling the shots in his 15th season now. It's Ben Roethlisberger.
And when you just sit and look at the raw numbers, you actually kick back and nod in appreciation about the career Ben Roethlisberger has had. Went over 50,000 passing yards last year, 8th all-time. But what he wants more than anything, one more run at a Super Bowl where he's won twice previously.
There's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Malik Jackson there to make the stop. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team.
Well, there we see one reason why Bruce Smith was a first-ballot Hall of Famer. As disruptive a defensive force as there ever was, 200 career sacks, 2 more than my college teammate, Reggie White.
He was the #1 overall pick, Bruce Smith, back in '85, and part of course, those Bills teams that went to 4 consecutive Super Bowls. On third down, Roethlisberger. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? $1?
15 cents.
Now a hit and a loose the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Flushed out right. Man open, that's Terrell Owens. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. We see the first completion of the game there from the Dolphin great Dan Marino, and that never gets old. No,
it does not. In Miami, he accumulated over 61,000 yards passing, led the league 6 different times in completions. In a 17-year career, I saw every one of those years, and it feels like he led the league in completions way more than 6 times. Dan Marino had a magnificent run with the Miami Dolphins.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back with more from Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade Company.
And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Leopard! Leopard!
Marino sets up. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Terrell Owens from 6 yards away. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
In a very familiar sight, T.O. in the end zone. How about 3 different seasons he led the NFL in receiving touchdowns, and is the only player in NFL history to score a touchdown against all 32 NFL teams. And even crazier, he had at least 2 touchdowns against every team.
Walsh now for the PAT. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Smith-Schuster now to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays, the script to start the ball.
And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Returnable now for Woodson. Look at the spin.
Balance.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Marino. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here's Marino to throw. They'll set up the screen to TD. Finding room to the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Terrell Davis. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point try now for Walsh. Walsh adds the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Smith-Schuster now to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's been a busy man here in this fray. And this will be taken at the 13. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Now Marino on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. 3 touchdown passes now for Dan Marino. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Walsh now for the PAT. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And a rout is on here in this first half. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Smith-Schuster now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say a goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. following the fumble recovery. It's Marino. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. They'll try to punch it into Davis. And he is going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense holds here on the final play of the half. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We new this year in regular season games. I'll take you around the NFL and give you stats and scores from games in progress, as well as look back at games that have already been completed. So keep an eye out for that. But for now, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and they'll take it out to the 25. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly the same. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
On second down, it's Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands.
The Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Well, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. And now running right through it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First down, Marino. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one goes for 24 yards. Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports.
Leopard! Hey, check me out. We got 3 down. We got to stand up over there. Leopard!
They'll try and run forward with Davis. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
A TD for the guy affectionately known as STD. And what I love best about his game, when it was postseason time, he really increased his play. 11 postseason touchdowns in the 1997-1998 Super Bowl seasons for the Denver Broncos.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Walsh adds the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Smith-Schuster now to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? Comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It's always a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And as they come up here 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Gun, 319. Gun, 319. Kill.
And Marino actually going to look to throw it. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
On 2nd down, Marino escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield for Joe. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And that will extend this big lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Let's just be frank, they're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, They need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Neville Hewitt in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
Set. Black 20.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And take it right on the 30. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! We got three, fellas. Now let's go! Detroit! Detroit!
And Marino going to throw despite the late lead. Looking deep for Julio. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners
yeah.
who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 2nd down.
When you can count on one hand the number of completions you've had in a game and we're in the second half, that tells you.
And you can't just abandon the passing game altogether.
Yeah, maybe you can get hot, string a few together, and get rolling.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.